You ever put on a song and you just have to move? That invisible force pulling you in? Well, that's rhythm. It's the secret ingredient that makes music feel alive. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain and see exactly how it works.
So what is it about certain songs that get you moving right away? It really all boils down to rhythm. That amazing feeling when the beat drops, that's what we're diving into. We're going to look at the super precise timing that holds a song together, and then we'll get into the secret sauce that brings it all to life, the groove.
All right, first things first. Before we can get to the really cool stuff, we've got to understand the basic rules of the game. These are the absolute fundamentals that every single musician has to master.
So let's talk about timing. In music, timing is, well, everything. It's all about hitting each and every note at the exact right moment. When a band has amazing timing, they sound incredibly tight and powerful, almost like they're reading each other's minds.
Okay, so how do musicians organize all that time? They use something called measures, or bars. Just think of them like sentences in a book. They chop the music up into these small, manageable chunks. Most of the songs you hear on the radio have 4 beats in every measure. You can actually count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. That first beat, the 1, is what we call the downbeat, and it's usually the one that makes you tap your foot.
So how in the world do musicians stay so perfectly in sync with each other? It's not magic, I promise. They actually have some pretty specific tools and even a whole crew of people dedicated to keeping that beat steady. Let's check them out.
Meet the metronome. This little gadget is a musician's secret weapon. It just makes this steady, relentless click, and it never lies. By practicing with a metronome, musicians build this internal clock so they don't accidentally speed up or slow down when they're playing for real.
Now, in almost any band, the main job of keeping time falls to a group of instruments we call the rhythm section. You've got the drummer and the bass player working as a team. The drummer lays down that solid beat, and the bassist locks right in with them. Together, they create the pulse of the song. They are literally the heartbeat of the music.
And that foundation has to be rock solid. Seriously, if the rhythm section isn't playing tightly together, the whole song can just sound like a mess. It's their job to build this unshakable platform that the singers and guitarists can build everything else on top of.
Okay, so we've covered the science part, playing all the right notes at all the right times. But honestly, that's just the beginning. Now we get to the really fun part, the feeling of the rhythm. Let's talk about groove.
So what's the real difference here? Well, think of it like this. Timing is the science. It asks, was that note played correctly? But groove is the art. It asks, how did that note feel? A computer can play a beat with perfect timing, but it takes a human to give it that feel, that groove that makes you want to move.
I mean, this says it all, right? Groove is that energy. It's the thing that hits you when a great song comes on and you can't help but start nodding your head or tapping your foot. It's the physical connection between the sound and your body.
And this is so important. A song can have flawless, perfect timing, but if there's no groove, it can feel, well, robotic. It's the little human touches, the way the musicians interact and play off each other. That's what creates a groove and makes the music feel truly alive.
All right, so how do musicians take a basic rhythm and add their own unique flavor to make it even more interesting? Let's get into it.
First up is tempo. It sounds like a complicated word, but it's super simple. Tempo is just how fast or slow a song is. And it has a huge impact on the mood, right? A slow tempo can make you feel calm or sad, while a super fast tempo gets your heart racing.
Now this is where things get really cool. Syncopation. This is when musicians start playing with our expectations. Instead of just hitting the main beats, the 1, 2, 3, 4, they start emphasizing the notes in between those beats. It creates this kind of awesome rhythmic surprise.
You hear syncopation everywhere. In pop, jazz, hip-hop, you name it. It's that offbeat magic that gives a rhythm its bounce and makes it so much more exciting. When you hear a drummer playing a really complex, interesting pattern, chances are they're using a lot of syncopation.
So, we've got our foundation with timing and we've added some style. But what's it all building towards? For a musician, what's the ultimate goal? It's finding the pocket.
The pocket is this almost magical state where everything just clicks into place. The timing is perfect, sure, but more than that, the feel is just undeniable. The music just flows, and it feels completely effortless, like the musicians are all perfectly connected.
And that's really the heart of it. Getting into the pocket isn't about being a perfect robot. It's about finding that sweet spot, that perfect balance between technical skill and human feeling. It happens when musicians are truly listening to each other, creating one powerful, unified rhythm. So what if you want to improve your own sense of rhythm? Here are 4 super easy things you can do. First, just clap along to your favorite songs and try to find the main beat. Second, try using a metronome. You can find tons of free apps for your phone. Third, record yourself playing or clapping and listen back to see if you speed up or slow down. And finally, just get up and dance. Feeling the rhythm in your body is one of the best ways to understand.
So I'll leave you with a little challenge. The next time you put on a song you really love, don't just listen to it. I want you to really focus on the rhythm section, the drums and the bass. Don't just hear the beat, try to feel it. See if you can pinpoint that moment where everything just locks in perfectly. Can you feel the pocket,